St. John's Lutheran Church annual community Thanksgiving dinner will be held Thanksgiving Day. And here in the studio to give us an update on that is Patty Lubansky, along with Laura Carpenter, who will tell us about this upcoming great thing for our community. Patty, how long have you been involved with this community Thanksgiving dinner?
Well, I think I quit counting at probably 35 years, so it's been more than that, but I'm not exactly sure. But I know it's been over 30, so.
Why do you do it?
I like helping people. I like to see the smile on their face and knowing that they're getting a meal when they may not have one is true to my heart.
Laura, why do you get involved with it?
Well, anybody who knows me it's my Grandma Larson. It's her DNA in me that my ministry, just the way I show love, is feeding people. And this is something that I've been working with Patty on. This is my 24th year, so yay. But every year, this is our Thanksgiving tradition. My entire family comes out, and when my kids were little, when that first year, my oldest was 2, and we had just moved here, just went to St. John's, just started getting there, and she was, carrying the milks. I was delivering, and she would carry the milks and go up to the store. So it's really become our family tradition, but it's in my DNA to feed people.
How do you organize your own family Thanksgiving dinner then? Do you do it later in the day or do you do it the next day?
I actually have a Friendsgiving that I do on Saturday, the Saturday following. But my mother-in-law and father-in-law, they moved here a few years ago, and she takes over, and after we're done at about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I toddle on over to her house, and she has Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving Day for us. Otherwise, we just had hot dogs and frozen pizza.
Mm-hmm. Whatever's left, right? Right. Patty, the big thing we want to emphasize today is there's a change in location.
There is a change in location. St. John's Lutheran Church is still sponsoring the meal, but we are now moving to the community center in Richland Center. We kind of outgrew our space at St. John's with the amount of deliveries and carryouts, and electrical became a little issue too. Not having enough because we do prepare all the food at the site. So we went with the community center because of those 2 issues.
What time do you have to get there in the morning of Thanksgiving to start working it?
About 6 in the morning, so yeah. We do some prep work the night before, but usually everybody's there by 6 and we're starting to get everything going so that it's ready to be dished up they usually start dishing up all the meals around 10 in the morning, so.
You got it down to a science, but I know, sometimes you're hosting your own family Thanksgiving. You get a little nervous that things are going to get done in time, and it has to really be something when you're doing it for the community, right?
Well, and actually you do it for so many years, it's just action. You don't really think, you just are used to doing it, and you just go by your actions, so.
How can people register? I know there's still time to get a meal, right?
There is still time to get a meal. They can call St. John's Lutheran Church at 647-3000, and we need the request by Wednesday at noon. And just call the church. If you get the answering machine, leave your name, your number, and how many meals, and somebody will pick up the call and return and verify to make sure they have the right information.
So that is for dine-in, if you're going to dine in or you're going to carry out?
We are not dining in. We haven't had dine-in for a few years, so it's for either if you want a carry out or a delivery, and we deliver within a 2-mile radius of Richland Center.
My next question is volunteers. Do you need more volunteers?
Oh, we always take volunteers. More hands, the better. It goes faster, and everybody doesn't have to work quite so hard. Everybody works hard, but the more hands kind of makes it a little bit even. So,
Laura, I'm sure no one really stands around too much. It sounds like it's a full deal.
No, it is a full deal. We are on our feet. Many of our volunteers are longtime volunteers that come every year and sometimes have their roles. But also on the day of, it is amazing to see. We will get, so this year our goal is, we topped 500 meals last year for the first time. Another reason we don't have the dine-in is we didn't have the facilities at St. John's, and even though we have more space, we just don't have the ability to get as many meals out the door. It's like our focus is it takes us about 90 minutes to get those meals dished up and out the door and on the route or to the carryouts to the people there. So if you think about the sheer number of meals, so that's why we have dozens. We have, at least on the day of, we usually have around 40 people that day.
That is crazy. I know that you're involved with the meal kits, too. Can you tell us about that, Laura?
Yes. So this year is the first year we're trying this, so be patient with us. But we are going to have a pop-up food pantry on site where we are just going to do, it's a meal kit where you get shelf-stable ingredients in a bag with a little recipe card that will feed 4 people. Okay, so if you come on the day, this year we're working on ideas to extend that feeding people beyond just this one day and this one meal. So if anybody comes in and they are food insecure, we're hoping to have, I don't know how many, we'll see. Canned good drops off. I have a list out there on Facebook. It's been shared. If you want to drop off and donate to that ministry, please, we will be taking donations of canned goods on Wednesday we'll be there at 8 a.m. and they're all day, but between 8 a.m. and noon, and then afternoon we're going to put the kits together. But anybody who just needs another meal and you just have to have the ability to heat it up, open up the cans and put everything together and heat it up on either a stove or in a crock pot. So it's super simple. Anybody can follow. You don't have to have, fancy equipment or anything like that. But that's something that we want to do. And so it's just a pop-up food pantry. We'll see how it goes.
And the drop-off on Wednesday is where?
At the community center.
At the community center.
At the community center for that.
People can do that. I know that donations are welcome, and I'm thinking about all of these meals that you take out. How do you get the money for all of the takeout containers and things like that, Patty?
We do take free will donation. There's no set price. It's free will, whatever you want to get. And then we use the profits to put in our fund for the next year to purchase the food or whatever. And then as it goes, this year we gave to the food pantry and to Passages. So we do give some of the donations back to the community through the food pantry or like Passages or whichever needs the funds.
You've given back to the community for a long, long time, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah. That's what this was all set up to be, not only to give people a meal, but also to give back to the community.
So it's a full-fledged Thanksgiving meal then, right? All the trimmings?
It is, yep. All the fixings, everything that you'd have in a Thanksgiving dinner, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add today, Laura, about your part of it or anything going on this weekend?
I don't know. Hopefully Patty isn't going to fire me because I tend to get a little bit squirrely. Claire and I get a little squirrely on the day of, and I'm always waiting for, the year where Patty's like, I've had enough of the shenanigans.
I can't fire them too because, all the volunteers are wonderful, but Claire and Lara and myself, we actually are like just a well-oiled machine, and we know what our jobs are, and if I didn't have them too, I hate to say it, but I don't really think we would be doing this. So, but I'm not saying we won't. I'm sure there will be other people step up. But, yeah, I can't fire them. I keep telling them I'm going to retire, but they won't let me retire. So I guess we're all stuck together.
Stop threatening now.
Yeah,
there has to be someone who has the ability to rein us in and steer the ship in the right direction. So that's you. You are the heart and soul.
I'm the oldest one on the crew, so I have to put my foot down once in a while, but it all goes very well.
Yeah, but, it does help pass the time. When you get a little squirrely, I can relate to that a little bit.
You have to, yeah. When you lack of sleep makes you goofy. So.
Right. Yeah. But I just, again, can't imagine, 500 meals and you're shooting for more than that this year. That is a lot to coordinate, Patty.
Well, it sounds like a lot. It is a lot, but we got so many volunteers and it goes so fast that it's over before you know it. So,
Well, it's such a great service for the community. Again, people can get their names in this week until noon.
Yep,
can you give us that
till
information?
noon. Yep, call the church and set up if you want a delivery or if you want to carry out, and we'll be glad to serve you.
And I know St. John's is looking at some other things to end out the year. You've got a music cantata coming up.
They do. There's a cantata coming up. I think it's the weekend of the 14th, maybe. Yeah, the 14th and 15th. I'm not exactly sure, but it's that Saturday. It's usually a Saturday evening and a Sunday morning at 9. So
yeah, listen for some more details on that. I
Yeah.
believe they're going to stop by the morning show in the coming days. So good. Well, we'll let you get out, get some rest, right? Get ready for that early alarm on Thursday morning.
Yep, exactly.
Thanks for what you do.
Okay, thank you guys too.
you.
You bet. Good luck to you. Patty Lebansky, Laura Carpenter joining us. The St. John's Lutheran Church annual community Thanksgiving dinner is served Thanksgiving Day in our community, and meals again delivered within a 2-mile radius of Richland Center, 647-3000. For more information or to get your name on the list.